Hey, you. Ready to ditch that whole throwing spaghetti at the wall approach to job hunting?
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Who hasn't stared at a sea of online applications and just felt a little hopeless?
Right.
But what if I told you there's a way to make your job search more like a well-planned strategy session
Mm-hmm.
and less like a random lottery?
It doesn't have to feel like a lottery, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Right.
The tools are out there to help you take control, and that's what we're diving into today with RoleCatcher.
We're going deep into their platform.
Yes.
Dissecting their website, their features, the whole shebang, to see if it's the game changer it claims to be.
Yeah.
So buckle up, because we're about to unlock the secrets to a smarter, more effective job search.
The first thing to understand is that today's job market, while full of opportunities, can feel like a massive black hole.
Yeah.
You send out applications and then crickets.
It's true. You
Right.
spend hours polishing your resume, crafting the perfect cover letter,
Yeah.
and then it just vanishes into the internet void.
It's tough out there.
And don't even get me started on those automated systems.
Right. Those AI gatekeepers can be tough.
Oh, tell me about it.
But here's the interesting part. What if you could understand how they think?
Okay.
What if you could tailor your application to get past those filters and land right on a recruiter's desk?
Okay.
That's where RoleCatcher's Jobs module comes in.
Okay, jobs module sounds promising, but let's break it down.
Sure.
What makes it different from, say, just bookmarking a bunch of job postings?
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, my browser tabs tend to multiply like rabbits during a job hunt.
I hear you. That's precisely the problem that RoleCatcher addresses.
Okay.
Imagine this. You're on LinkedIn, Indeed, even those niche job boards,
Right.
and you see a listing that catches your eye.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of a frantic scramble to bookmark or copy-paste the link somewhere,
Right.
you hit the RoleCatcher.capture plugin button.
Oh.
Boom. It's saved in one central location, along with all the other promising leads you've captured.
So it's like a universal job-saving tool,
Mhm.
pulling everything together in one place.
Exactly.
That alone would save me from a whole lot of application chaos.
Absolutely. And once you've built up your list, their board view comes into play.
Okay.
Picture a virtual whiteboard where you can organize and prioritize all those saved jobs.
Okay.
It's like going from a messy pile of papers to a beautifully organized filing system.
Right.
You can track your progress, categorize applications by industry or company, and see everything at a glance.
That's nice.
Yeah, so no more digging through emails or spreadsheets,
Yeah.
trying to remember where you applied or what stage you're at.
Okay, that resonates.
Yeah.
Remember that feeling when you stumble across an interesting job posting?
Yeah.
But you can't for the life of you remember if you already applied.
Oh, yeah.
No more of that with this board view.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. Even with the streamlined system, tailoring each application takes time.
It does.
And let's be honest, sometimes it feels like you're just guessing at what those AI recruiters are looking for.
Yeah.
Does RoleCatcher help with that too?
It does. Okay. And this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
They have something called job spec analysis.
Okay.
It instantly reveals the skills profile for each job, essentially giving you X-ray vision into what the AI is prioritizing.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You're telling me it tells you what skills to highlight on your resume
Yeah.
to make it pass those automated filters?
Yes.
That's like having a secret weapon in the job search arsenal.
Think of it as leveling the playing field.
Okay.
By understanding the specific skills emphasized in the job description, you can tailor your resume and cover letter to demonstrate those skills clearly and effectively.
Right.
You're not changing who you are or inflating your experience. You're simply presenting your best self in a way that resonates with both human recruiters and AI algorithms.
So it's about being strategic, not sneaky.
Exactly.
And that makes a lot of sense. Instead of sending out a generic resume and hoping for the best, you're showcasing your most relevant experience and skills, making your application stand out from the crowd.
That's the idea.
This is all starting to sound less like a black hole and more like a clear path forward, which I love.
Right.
But let's talk about the application itself.
Okay.
Even when you've found the perfect job and you're armed with all the right keywords,
Right.
crafting that winning resume and cover letter can feel like its own uphill battle.
Yeah. It's true presentation matters.
Yeah.
And that's where RoleCatcher's AI-powered CV and resume builder comes in.
Okay.
This isn't just about spell check and formatting. This thing is next level.
Okay. You've piqued my curiosity with this AI resume builder.
Yeah.
What's it actually like to use? Does it feel like the AI is taking over, or am I still in control?
It's definitely a collaborative process.
Okay.
You're in the driver's seat, but you've got a super smart co-pilot guiding you along the way.
Okay.
Think of it like this. You've got your draft resume, right?
Right.
You feed it into RoleCatcher,
Okay.
and it does a skills gap analysis.
Ah.
It compares your resume to the specific requirements of the job you're targeting and tells you exactly where you might be lacking.
So instead of me agonizing over whether I'm using the right jargon
Right.
or highlighting the most relevant skills, I get a clear, data-driven assessment of what I need to tweak.
Exactly. No more second-guessing yourself.
Okay.
The AI identifies those gaps, and then it suggests ways to fill them.
Okay.
Maybe you need to rephrase a bullet point to emphasize a particular skill.
Okay.
Or perhaps there's a relevant accomplishment buried in your work history that you didn't even think to include.
Right.
It helps you put your best foot forward, highlighting your unique strengths in a way that aligns with what employers are looking for.
That's huge. It's like having a personal resume coach, but without the awkward small talk.
Right.
So I've addressed the gaps. I've polished up my resume. How do I know if it's actually hitting the mark?
Yeah.
Is there a way to gauge how strong my application really is?
There is, and this feature might just be my favorite,
Okay.
the scored CV resume. You submit your resume, and RoleCatcher's AI gives it a score based on how well it aligns with the job criteria. It's like getting a sneak peek into the mind of the hiring manager.
I can see how that would be both terrifying and incredibly helpful.
Yeah,
No more wondering if my resume is getting lost in the shuffle.
exactly.
I get concrete feedback and a clear understanding of where I stand.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if your score could use a little boost, RoleCatcher has a premium feature called AI-powered tailoring,
Okay.
their co-pilot feature.
Okay.
That takes customization to a whole new level.
Okay.
It's like having a team of expert resume writers fine-tuning your application, making sure it hits all the right notes for both human recruiters and those AI filters.
This is what I love about technology when it's used thoughtfully. It's not about replacing human ingenuity, it's about augmenting it,
Right.
giving us the tools and insights to present ourselves in the best possible light.
Exactly.
RoleCatcher seems to be doing just that. But let's talk about what happens after you hit submit, because the waiting game can be brutal.
Yeah.
Does RoleCatcher offer any support for that nail-biting stage, or does it focus mainly on the pre-application phase?
While they can't control when a recruiter decides to call,
Right.
they do have features that go beyond the application.
Okay.
They have an intriguing reverse matching system where registered employers can actually discover you based on your skills and experience.
Hold on. So I'm not just finding them, they're potentially finding me.
It's a game changer, right?
Yeah.
Imagine this. You've taken the time to build a comprehensive profile on RoleCatcher.
Okay.
You've input your skills, your experience, your career aspirations,
Right.
and their algorithm goes to work connecting you with companies who are actively seeking candidates like you.
Okay.
You might even discover opportunities that weren't even on your radar.
So it's like having a personal headhunter working tirelessly behind the scenes.
That's the idea.
That's brilliant.
And to help you navigate those potential career paths, RoleCatcher also offers a career compass tool.
Okay.
This is where things get really interesting if you're at a crossroads in your career, or even if you're just curious about what else is out there.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this career compass.
Imagine a tool that not only helps you explore different career paths,
Okay.
but also identifies potential growth opportunities within those paths.
Okay.
It's like having a personalized roadmap for your professional journey.
So whether I'm just starting out looking for a change or even thinking about a complete career overhaul, the career compass can provide some guidance and direction.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can research different industries, compare salary ranges, even get insights into the skills and qualifications needed for specific roles.
Okay.
It's about empowering you to make informed decisions about your career trajectory.
This is all incredibly helpful, but let's be honest. Sometimes the job search feels less like a strategic roadmap and more like wandering through a maze. Are there any features designed to help us navigate those moments of uncertainty?
Yeah.
You know, those times when you're not even sure what you're looking for?
You're absolutely right. Sometimes you don't know what you want until you see it.
Right.
And that's where RoleCatcher's in-depth career guides can be incredibly valuable.
Okay.
They have these detailed explorations of all sorts of career paths.
Okay.
And that's actually what led us to that hide, skins, and leather products distribution manager example from earlier.
Oh, right.
Remember that?
Oh, how could I forget?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what that actually entails.
Right.
But I love that RoleCatcher dives into those niche fields.
Yeah.
It's like they're saying, hey, we see you and we've got resources for you no matter how specific your interests.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we'll unpack after a quick break.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Okay, so we've talked about streamlining the job search, crafting a killer application, even getting discovered by employers. But let's be honest, no matter how much prep work you do, that interview can still feel like the ultimate test.
It's true, the interview process can be nerve-wracking, but it's also your chance to shine, to bring your resume to life, and really connect with a potential employer on a human level.
Absolutely. But how does RoleCatcher help with that? I mean, it's not like they can hop on the Zoom call for you, or can they?
Not quite, but
Yeah.
they do offer some really cool tools to help you prepare for starters. They have this massive question bank. We're talking over 120,000 practice questions covering everything from common interview questions to those specific to certain roles or industries.
120,000 questions. They weren't kidding around with the whole deep dive thing, were they?
Right.
But seriously, that's impressive. It's like having a cheat sheet for every possible interview scenario.
It's about taking the guesswork out of prepping for the interview. You can practice answering general questions about your strengths and weaknesses, or dive into those super specific queries that trip people up.
Okay, maybe not those questions, but you get the point. It's about being ready for anything. But let's say you've practiced your heart out, you've got your answers down, Pat. Is there a way to get feedback on your delivery? Because sometimes what you say is only half the battle, right? It's also about how you present yourself.
You're spot on. And RoleCatcher has you covered there too with their AI-powered Copilot feature. You can actually record yourself answering practice questions.
Yeah.
And their AI will analyze your responses, giving you personalized feedback on everything from your clarity and conciseness to your body language and tone of voice.
It's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket, providing those little nudges and insights that can make a world of difference. I love that they've incorporated this kind of AI-powered feedback. It takes the guesswork out of self-assessment and helps you identify areas for improvement.
And for those who really want to up their interview game, they even have a feature where you can practice with specific video scenarios. Want to see how you handle a panel interview? They've got you covered. Need to work on your tell me about yourself pitch. They have a simulation for that.
This is incredible. They've literally thought of everything to help you ace that interview. And you know what? It's not just about getting the job. It's about feeling confident and prepared regardless of the outcome. It's about showing up as your best self, knowing you've put in the work.
And that's what I appreciate about RoleCatcher. It's not just about throwing applications into the void and hoping for the best. It's about empowering you, the job seeker, to take control of your career journey, from exploring potential paths and crafting compelling applications to acing interviews and beyond.
It's about making the journey as rewarding as the destination. This has been an eye-opening deep dive, to say the least. I'm already itching to explore their website and see these features in action. Any final thoughts for our listeners before we wrap up?
If you're ready to ditch the job search roulette wheel and take control of your career destiny, I highly recommend checking out RoleCatcher. You might be surprised by what you discover, and who knows? You might even find yourself on the path to becoming a hides, skins, and leather products distribution manager.
Now that's a thought. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive. Until next time, happy job hunting.